This is the stuff I'll be working with in this video. I'm going to take these various bottles and jars and make them look like old poison and potion bottles that's been standing in an abandoned cellar for 1,000,000 years. I'll start with making the metal lids look old by burning them and giving them a rub with wood stains. This is making a lot of smoke. Probably not the best thing to do indoors. There are rubber seals under the lids. I'll try to remove as much as possible on the next ones. I'll just rub a gray and brown stain on the lids and see how that turns out. There we go. Now the lids have a rustic old look. For the plastic bottle caps, I'll do the same as I did with the alien fetus lamp. I don't have wood filler at the moment though to smear on the caps, so I'll just use acrylic paint instead, as the result will be the same when it's dry. Now I'll let it dry for around an hour to harden, then it's ready for staining. These will look great when the stain is dry. Now it's time to slap on some stickers. These are stickers I bought on Temu. Most are useless, but I ought to find something suitable for this project here. This will be nice if I cut away the white borders. All bottles and jars have stickers now. The next step is to make the glass and plastic look old too. This is what we got so far. It looks cool but not old. I'll use wood stains for this part too. Rubbing on some gray and black stains should make the glass look dirty. Obviously, wood stain doesn't penetrate glass, but after a day or so it can be handled without being sticky or rubbing off. There we go. The exterior part is mostly done, just a few details left that will have to wait until the inside has been filled up with liquids and stuff. Here are some things I have gathered that I'll put inside the bottles and jars with some colored water. Then we'll see how that turns out. I'll crush some seashells and add black stain to it and see if that can be used. We'll get back to these later. It's been 2 days since I smeared stain on the glass. It's still a bit sticky. Black regular paint or acrylic paint diluted in water could probably also have been used to make an aged effect on the glass. Red food color and water, plain and simple. This is seaweeds I picked yesterday. Maybe that will turn out cool. Let's add some random vegetation to the mix too. Maybe it will look better later. I had to dilute the purple one 3 times. I just threw in some more vegetation in the green and yellow ones and some charcoal in the purple one. The purple one just turned into a black mess, but it looks kind of cool anyways. The green and yellow sucks as the colors are too strong. I'll dilute them later so the contents gets more visible. Layered liquids with dishwasher soap, colored water, and motor oil on top. Would be cooler if I used a food color that wasn't so similar to the motor oil though. But that is how we learn, by experimenting and failing. That was a much better color combination. Another failure. Too much dye on the crushed shells just made the water black. I washed the shells and added new water. It turned out quite boring. Let's add some packaging balls, or what it's called. They are dissolving. We'll check up on it later and see how it turned out. This is wax from a lava lamp I destroyed in an earlier video. Yet another poor choice of food coloring. Not the worst creation. I'll fish out that top floater later. Let's see how orange with coffee grounds turns out. It looks like old piss with some shit at the bottom. I kinda like it. The last one I'll just make green without anything else in it. Plain and simple. All that remains now are some decorative ribbons around the necks. Let's try to burn this rope slightly and see how that turns out. Should have thought I would have learned from the last time I tried this. Let's just try it soaked in white spirit without burning it. Now it just needs to dry some. This one I soaked in gray stain. The tiny fibers sticking out of the rope can be burned away with a lighter if preferred. This one I used a thick brown stain on. It turned out quite nice. On this one I used a thinner rope as I ran out of the thicker one. It's also soaked in white spirit. I think it might be the best looking so far. Only 3 more and it's a wrap. This wasn't too bad. There we go. A final look and a photo shoot, and this project is a wrap. These ones would probably have been better with just colored water inside them and not lots of other crap too. I'm not going to keep them, but at least I gained some experience points while making them. This coffee glass wasn't the best choice for a poison jar that's supposed to look old. I won't be keeping this one either, as the shape looks silly. I'll make this orange blue instead with a dash of motor oil on top. There we go. That looks quite a lot better. The rope rubbed in white spirits lost its color effect after a while. So before the photo shoot, I'll rub some tan stain on them instead. This one turned out pretty nice. I'll be keeping it as decoration at home. These types of jam jars worked out best, so here are my favorites that will be placed in my tiny workshop/study as decoration.